Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, hey, y'all. Pura vida, my name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. My Rio cam is echoing. Can you hear it? I can hear it. I set it up, but he's not sitting there. Hey, everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday. I got to do something about this mic because it's going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to take this little... Oh, don't do that. Hang on. This should fix it, yeah? Does that fix it? More or less. All right, well, whatever. Rio's not in the Rio cam, so it hardly matters. Thank you so much for the hair. I hate it. I hate it. I don't mind the pink, but then I tried to do more pink, and I put in streaks, and I fucked up the streaks. And then this is still too yellow for my liking. This should be more platinum. I hate it. And I don't know what to do. I might just dye the whole thing pink just to get back to one color because I fucked it right up now. Made a right mess of it. But thank you for not making fun of me. You know, it's only hair, right? I really don't care. It's only hair. You know, sometimes it looks bad. Well, quite frankly, it's looked bad for a year while I've been growing it in. So, you know, I could, you think, sadly, still here, 420 says all pink would be awesome. You guys think all pink could be okay? A warm brown or auburn. Oh, Talio. It'd probably look really nice, but in my little independent alternative punk rock heart, I just feel like that sounds really status quo for me. I don't care. It's only hair. Hey, as a matter of fact, here's funny. I was cleaning out a drawer and I found an old picture. God knows I've probably shown it to you before. Did I ever show you a picture when I had dreadlocks? When I was a little wee merc with dreadlocks? Like, I've been frigging around with my hair for like 40 years. This is nothing new. Hair disasters are nothing new. Jan says go all pink, just don't think. I just don't have enough dye or I'd do it tonight. So this is little Merc with dreadlocks. You can't see it. It's not going to focus very well, is it? Yeah, anyway, it's not going to focus very well, but I had a little baby Merc with dreadlocks. Blondes are lucky, Ella says. You don't have to bleach your hair like me. Yeah, but, you know, you can fuck it up. Bag puss? I have bag puss hair? That doesn't sound good. Tastes like mold. That doesn't sound good. It's fine. Because, look, I hate it. I need to get it cut, too. But I thought maybe I'll just dye it all pink and then I'll get it cut. What does it say here? Kai was first. Hey, Kai, thank you for being first. And, of course, sneaking right up second as usual. Quietly. Tastes like mold. You know, who's very in vogue right now, being in the bottom of all those zero bottles. Sister Fister has quite a name. And, you know, I'll read all your damn usernames. Sister Fister says I have to properly bake. Hold on. Oh, girl. Google Bagpuss. It's from a UK kids TV show. Okay. Should I do it right now? I have so many tabs open. What am I Googling? It's been one of those days, guys. Images. Am I going to be mad at mold? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll own that. It is kind of bad. Yeah. Except in my case, it would be old bag puss. Ingeborg, thank you for the super chat. Like and live chat, boys and girls. Oh, you didn't know? Sorry, I closed it assuming all you guys knew what it looked like, and I didn't. Hang on, I'll show you. I'll own that old bag puss for sure. Let me find a good one. Here, this is a good one. Oh my God, you don't need to personalize my... Just give me a picture. Damn it, Janet. Okay. Here we go. Oh no, why did I say that? Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for the next week. Bagpuss? Bagpuss? Here. Here's Bagpuss. Right? It's good, right? I'll own Bagpuss. I'll take that. That's cute. Don't start writing those lyrics. Talio, don't. Seriously, I'm going to wake up with freaking Rocky Horror Pictures. Like, it gets stuck in my head for a month at a time. I just recently got rid of Nightman, Dayman. And then 2 weeks ago, I sang Kooks, David Bowie song called Kooks for karaoke. And every day I wake up with that song in my head now. Every single day I wake up with that song in my head. I get earworms for like a month. It's bad. Stop it. You are all a bunch of monsters. You're monsters. I hate you. I hate you all. Talio loves Kooks. It's such a good song. Oh, it's such a cute song. I just want to make sure I don't close the wrong tabs because I have a lot of tabs open pertaining to today's little TikTok story, which I think we'll just get right into. I can't be too long today. Of course, I've got Joan, and I won't go on and on about that, but we got a bit of bad news today and a bit of good news today. So I'll talk more about it tomorrow because although I should probably talk about personal stuff here because there's only 100 of us. So I know that's my very bestest friends, my BFFs. Yeah, he's here. The man. Yes, the man. The man is here. We love you. You're ever so sweet face. Yeah, now he's quiet. He's been a going concern, of course, for the last half hour. I've created a monster. Every day we go out in the hall in the morning before my coffee because he's not spoiled. So we go out and we walk in the hall every morning. We truck down to the elevator, we look in the staircase, and then we run back and, we play in the hall. But now Mr. Man just wants to go in the hall all the time. And he thinks he can accomplish that by standing at the door and yelling for a half an hour at a time. It's really adorable. It's not. Summer says, every time I see Merc, I notice more pink. I have a problem, Summer. Once I get to hair dye, I can't stop. I can't stop. And the next time you see me, it might be all pink. So, Yeah, so the second the camera goes on, he's ever so quiet. He's just ever so perfect. He doesn't do anything wrong. He's just adorable, isn't he? Just perfect man. Won't even answer me. That's how quiet he is today. Cat's got his tongue. Jace's cat had dental surgery. Oh, that's horrible. I've spent fortunes on cat's dental surgery in the past, and I think that I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but I think there's something going on with that because I tell you, before I was say 35, I never in my life ever heard of a cat or dog needing dental surgery. That was unheard of. And now all of a sudden it's this really expensive specialty that all vets do. I think they're in cahoots with the food companies. I don't know. Did you give me a look? Are you giving me looks when I'm not looking? Okay. He says no, he's not. So clearly, Ty, you're lying to get him in trouble. Right, I know you would never do that. Stevie's dog just had dental this week. Am I wrong? Older people in the chat, do you remember before in your life ever hearing of that? To me, it's really weird. I feel like it started at a certain point and it never happened before then. I've had animals my whole life and never took a cat to get dental. The first time they told me about it, I was like, you're kidding, right? Like, I never even heard of that in my life. All the time now, and it's not cheap. It's ridiculous. They give me a stupid fingertip toothbrush to brush the cat's teeth. Are you kidding me? Stop with that. I'm not brushing the cat's teeth. Stupid. Look at all of you have had to deal with this. Could it have been an advancement in vet tech? Well, maybe, but the cat's never had toothaches before. Marigold says, to be honest, I come from a family kind of like Destiny's that we always had random dogs and cats coming and going, and none of them were ever taken to the vet. Yeah, I know lots of people. Joan is really stubborn about taking the cat to the vet. Stephanie spent $1,000 to remove 2 teeth. Stevie needed 18 teeth. Not Stevie. Stevie's furry face needed 18 teeth removed. Oh my God. I know. Vets are like a... You know, they're good because they really do love animals. Nobody becomes a vet just for the money. I don't believe that. But man, that's a license to print money. Vets and dentists. You know, in Ontario, the dentists have a thing called the fee guide, and it lists prices for each procedure. It's not a cap. It doesn't list how high you're allowed. Like, oh no, you can't charge more than this. It actually is a bottom. Like, you're not allowed to charge less than. So like a dentist in Ontario, if he wanted to only charge $20 for cleanings, would legally not be allowed to do that because it would be against the provincial fee guide, which recommends cleanings start at $120. You can go up as high as you want, but they have a fee guide for a bottom. Isn't that ridiculous? Is that insane? Yeah, that's insane. Now, it's hard to bitch about because we've got free healthcare, but every Canadian thinks we should have free dental too. Like, is dental a luxury? I don't think so. Kaza says, my work buddy spent $6,000 on her dog's tooth surgery, and the dog passed away a few months later. Oh, God. Well, yeah, because they got you. What are you going to do? Say no? Of course you're not going to say no. I had one cat that I guess she had rotten teeth, and she bit something one day and broke a tooth, and the poor thing was bouncing off the walls, screaming in pain. I had to take her to an emergency vet. I had no idea what was going on with her, and then that's when I found out about the tooth. Good Lord. Thank you, Alora. Hey, Poopy, what are you doing? You're bothering me over there. Come sit here. Thank you. So anyway, teeth and dentistry aside, I tell you, last month I spent, in the last 2 months, I'm whining about money. I spent a lot of money at the dentist and the vet in the last 2 months. Like thousands. Stupid taking care of things. It is what it is. Stuff you got to take care of, right? Marigold, of course, reminds us to always go to Chili's when your animals need medical attention. Don't go to the emergency vet. They're way too expensive. Jan says, I get free dental in 5 years unless I move. I know. No, it starts at like 70 or something. It's ridiculous. They made a change in our dentistry. And there is it? 5 years, 65? I don't think so. Right now it's like, oh, and I read something. It was like, if you're over 90, I'm like, are you kidding me? Canada. Why would that even? How can you even write that into a law and not laugh? Certain coverage is only acceptable if you're over 90. What? Canada. was like, hey, Mom, guess what? Marigold has coverage at work. Optometry isn't covered either. I know. That's why I wear cheap-ass reading glasses from Amazon. And can you go to dental school? I did go to a dental school. I live by the University of Toronto Dental School, and I've been a patient of theirs because they are a lot cheaper. But the work I had to have done recently, I just wanted to get it done quickly, and I went to a regular dentist. And I tell you, it was expensive, but I was like, oh, this is kind of a lot nicer. It's like the x-rays in the dentistry school are still like the old school thing where you have to bite down on the thing and hold it, and then they run out and they click the picture and all. They put the round thing. That's what they do at the dentistry school. When I went to this dentist, he's like, here, stand here and just bite on this thing. And this machine went around my head once. And it was a full set of dental x-rays in like 20 seconds. I was like, wait, don't I have to bite that thing that rips my cheek apart? He's like, no, we don't do that here. Oh, okay. Dental advancements. Gotcha. That thing you bite, Ruby Sky, I'm telling you. And if you've got a small mouth, I've got a small mouth. So what's the one? If any of you are familiar with dentistry, you'll know they call it the bat wing or the bite wing, the one in the back. Oh my God, it rips apart the roof of my mouth and my cheek. And then they try a child size one, and that's too small. It's a nightmare. I was like, oh my God, I'll bite on this thing and you can whiz around my head. Thank you. Here's some more money that I don't have. And because I'm non-insurance, of course, they want all the cash up front. Yeah, those things are the worst. I'm so glad they've found advancements for that. Exactly, Alora. They make you gag. They rip your mouth apart. You're like shaking, trying to bite this thing with 5,000-pound lead coat on. Like so barbaric. This guy's like, hi, just go step into this beautifully appointed office. Stand there for 30 seconds. I'm like, all right, cool. Ruby says they have the round the head thing at the hospital, but not at the dentist office. Yeah, this dentist, he is good. He's good. He even has his own, he does his own 3D printing of things in there. Okay, dude, dental advancements. Gotcha. I wish it was covered. The one time I had dental, my teeth aren't great. The one time I had dental coverage in my life, I went to the dentist. My days off were Sunday, Monday. And I went to the dentist every Monday for 6 months. And then the insurance company didn't renew the restaurant. They're like, you've used up a lot of dental coverage here. It is 65, Jan? Oh, okay. God, I can't imagine. Oh, well, I'll start going to 5 years. Well, I guess I'll have to come back to keep my OHIP for a while. I'll just come back and get my free dentistry. Although dentistry is cheap in Costa Rica, a lot of people go there for dental tourism because it's actually cheaper to fly down there, get your work done, spend a week recovering, and fly home. It's cheaper to do that than to get the work done in Canada. Anyway, should we... I have absolutely no segue into TikTok. Jasmine says, sometimes my insurance will decide you're getting too expensive. We're going to start denying your coverage now. Yeah, that's what happened with that restaurant. When they went to renew their plan, the insurance company was like, yeah, no. I'm like, that was me. It was my fault. Thanks. But you can't do that once. You got to do it all the time, and it's expensive, and, Could I not travel and spend all my money on that? I could. And that would be the responsible thing to do. That would be the right thing to do. But, I don't always do the right thing. I like to travel. I find it's more important to me. Juniper is heading to the park. It's a beautiful day here. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. You guys, it's like 15 Celsius here today. 15 Celsius in Toronto on March 4th, 5th. What? That ain't right. It's nice, but it ain't right. So without any further segue, I thought being it is Ticky Tacky Tuesday. Felicia, thank you for the super chat. Says, yeah, I can watch while waiting for paint to dry. That sounds quite literal. Jasmine's 22. That's nice. Ella's -4. Ella. So Ticky Tacky Tuesday. So you guys dropped me a few suggestions, and please continue to do that. I have a TikTok suggestion thread in the Discord. Oh, by the way, we also have total non sequitur. We have now, thanks to Jan on the Lamb suggesting it. That was a long one. We now have a rainbow bridge thread in the Discord. So if you'd like to memorialize a lost friend, or if you lose a friend, please take advantage of that space where you'll get nothing but love and support. And it's a great place to show off our furry friends that we miss. Not you. I know. Who's got a chance to miss you? You're just always right there. So yeah, Rainbow Bridge thread. And then the TikTok suggestions thread, thank you very much. I know there's a few guys have dropped some suggestions, and I checked them out. A couple of them were a little too messy, and I'd like to kind of keep this light. Rio's right in the way. Okay, here we go. This is what he was doing before we started. What's your issue, Tissue? Lately, he does this thing where he paws at me like he's trying to get in my shirt, but there's like nowhere to go. So there's this TikTok story. I'm sorry, I'm totally distracted. Can you go and sit on your chair? There's a TikTok story that I've been watching. Thanks in much with credit going mostly to Callum Markey, who's one of the YouTubers that I like to watch. Markey's been covering, he's protesting, working on Tuesdays, Ella. Markey's been covering a lot of great TikTok drama and silliness, and this is one of the stories that he has covered, and it has kind of blown up on the TikToks. And it's not about fat acceptance or weight loss or Amber, Girl World, or anything. It's about a restaurant. It's a restaurant drama, which of course speaks to my heart. See, I've been hanging around with you Americans so much that I say drama now. And in my heart and soul, I still want to say drama. I actually notice now that I always say drama, just because I can't deal with the comments. I get bored. Merc, why do you say it that way? Shut up. Just because I do. Tired of justifying lilac. Drama. So let's start. This is a little restaurant. It's from Boston, and the restaurant's called Table. And I think the best way to start is I'm just going to kind of read and summarize from a little article that's going to give us a good jumping off point into this. We got a lot of screen caps from this silly drama that's been going on. It's been going on in Boston. Okay, so the Table. I'm going to read and paraphrase at the same time. This is from a little article from a place called bostoneater.com. So boots on the ground article for sure. The restaurant Table has set all of its social media accounts to private after screenshots that showed a heated exchange between the customer and the chef owner, whose name is Jen Royale. Everything's private now, I think. It may be back now, but it's been on and off, this drama. It started on February 21st, so it's very recent, the last couple of weeks. So what happened was, let me see if I can get to this. Okay, here's the crux of the story, and I'm just going to read this if you'll bear with me, okay? So what happened was New York resident Trevor Chauvin DeCaro uh, booked a hotel and restaurant in Boston for a 2-day trip. Apparently, him and his husband were going to go see Madonna, I think. On the day that they were scheduled to leave for the trip, he got ill and was hospitalized. So, following his treatment, him and his husband began the process of canceling all the reservations in hotels and restaurants, etc. So, when he called, he canceled reservations. Most restaurants were fine. No problem. You call, you cancel your reso. That's fantastic, right? No fees. You just do that. Now, when he phoned this restaurant table, apparently, an employee on the phone said to him that the restaurant could not waive the cancellation fee. It was impossible. They had to charge him a cancellation fee. But if he wanted to dispute it, he could, of course, get a charge back on his credit card for it. Right? So he goes, okay, that sounds pretty good. Now, the cancellation fee, he reached out to his bank and got them to do a chargeback on the, are you ready for this? $250 cancellation fee. He canceled between 24 and 48 hours before the reservation. And the restaurant wanted to charge him $250 to cancel. Okay. Do you blame him for calling for a chargeback? I sure don't. So that's what he did. He figured, okay, that's fine. We're good to go, right? Everything's fine. So then February 22nd, he got a DM from the restaurant's Instagram account. And this was apparently several weeks after the reservation was in January. This is a month later. He gets this DM from the restaurant, from the owner. And she wrote, here, I think we have this one actually. So we can share this. Makes it a little more interesting when you got something to look at other than my mug. All right. So this is the first message he got from the restaurant. It says, "Hi, Trevor. I own Table Restaurant in Boston. I just wanted to personally thank you for screwing over my restaurant and my staff when you disputed your cancellation fee. I really hope in the future you have more respect for restaurants, especially small businesses such as mine." Pathetic. Pathetic. Really? Can you imagine? So Trevor, I'm going to take that. Trevor writes her back and he says, "Wow. My stomach turns with the gross decision to search for, find, and direct message a customer like this. Despite, he phoned her. He didn't DM her. He called the restaurant. Despite that shock, I hope the following message finds you well. Firstly, I want to express my disappointment and shock at the tone and content of your message. As a patron and supporter of independent restaurants, I understand the challenges that small businesses face, particularly in a post-COVID world. My decision to use my credit card's travel insurance to address the lofty cancellation fee was not made lightly, and certainly not with the intention to screw over your establishment or your staff. It's crucial to note that my cancellation was due to unforeseen circumstances, which falls under the protection of my travel insurance. This was not a matter of disrespect or disregard for your business, but a legitimate use of my customer rights under exceptional circumstances of finding myself in the ER. Secondly, my husband did call the restaurant and was told that it was out of their control and to take it up with my credit card if I was so butthurt. The decision to reach out to a customer with such a scolding and disparaging message is frankly astounding. Such actions could not only damage the rapport you have with your patrons, but also reflect poorly on your establishment's professionalism and customer service ethos. Given the nature of our interaction and your approach to this situation, oh, I jumped the gun. I will no longer be considering table for my upcoming rebooked Boston plans next month. I will also be sharing my experience within my network and publicly, as it's important for potential customers to be aware of how situations like mine are handled. Moving forward, I hope you will consider a more empathetic and professional approach when dealing with similar situations. The success of small businesses is something I deeply care about, but mutual respect and understanding are paramount. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I wish you, and particularly your staff, all the best. Have the day that you deserve. Right? Well said, Trevor. Well said. Well, you'd think that would be it, right? No, that's not it. That's not it. Because Trevor goes on. I'm getting this from Trevor's Twitter account. A couple days later, says, I'm appalled at the behavior exhibited towards a customer. It's insane that the owner of an establishment would see the travel insurance claim and then go and hunt for the customer on Instagram. So she got back to him. She decided she would get back to him after that lengthy message that he sent. She writes, first, you are not a customer. Second, usually when people have a sensitive excuse, they reach out to a restaurant and cancel via phone and have a mature professional conversation instead of disputing their credit card charge, which is hurtful to any business and their staff. I'm embarrassed that you don't get it. Again, I truly hope that you have more respect for restaurants in the future. So she's going to double down. Trevor, of course, is going to answer. Not to be ever kept quiet. Trevor says, it's disappointing to witness the continuation of these aggressive responses. He's very eloquent, isn't he? Let me address your points succinctly. Loves that word. That succinctly is a good word. Firstly, to state that I'm not a customer simply because I exercised my rights under extenuating circumstances is not only incorrect, but also dismissive of the very nature of our initial transaction. By making a reservation, I entered into a customer relationship with your establishment, a fact that remains to be true regardless of the unforeseen cancellation. He's not wrong, is he? Furthermore, your assertion that I did not communicate appropriately. Okay, he goes on, he's mad. Trevor's hot, right? He did reach out. He talked to the restaurant. He phoned them. They apparently told him, if you're so butthurt about it, you can call the credit card company, right? So he goes on to say, your continued focus on the method of dispute rather than legitimate reasons behind it is concerning. I mean, he's eloquent, but he does go on. Bless his heart, right? And then he sends her a link, being a little bit, I guess, fed up at this point. He sends her a link now to this thing that's called Interacting with Guests, Tipsy Online Course. It's an online course about how to handle. And then he writes, in the future, I would encourage a more empathetic and open-minded approach to customer service and communication. So, here's where he loses me a bit. He's losing the plot now. He's getting a little sarcastic. Do I blame him? No. But now you're not going to win with this response, right? It's funny. And I don't think there is any winning with a person like that. So power to this effort. But, So, of course, Jen isn't going to take this sitting down because Jen is not that kind of gal. Jen is a hardworking restaurateur, and she doesn't want to see her business destroyed by this abomination of a human being Who doesn't want to pay $250 for simply canceling a day before? The nerve. So Jen gets back and says, boo-hoo, then call and cancel and explain. Disputing a cancellation fee is wrong. Because he had written, we had to cancel our trip, blah, blah, because this is her response to him posting, because he posted her thing. And then she writes, I spoke to about a dozen business owners today who shared their frustrations of people walking all over them and disputing their credit card charges. This has to stop. This lack of respect and entitlement is gross. Okay, Karen. And then you see he blocked her. You see down here he blocked her. At that point, Jen was blocked. So that's surely it now, right? What more could they have to say to each other? Kay says, can someone please drop the Discord link? Just hopping on and glad. Kay, you got to be a member of the channel to get in the Discord first, and then you can hook everything up together. We'd love to see you there, though. So surely this is it now. Really, what more can they have to say to each other? What's done is done, right? Absolutely not. She writes back to him, so you used your credit card travel insurance for our policy, and then you disputed your fee? Even worse, you were reimbursed. Don't ever say that you have respect for small independent restaurants, because you do not. FYI, that's also called insurance fraud. Nobody on my staff spoke to your husband in that manner. Not a single human on my staff would even use the words butt hurt. Shame on you. We're done here. She's done. She's had it. None of her staff would use the term butt hurt. She knows that, because it's clearly a really extreme phrase. Now, he writes back, but do I want to read this? It's real long and verbose. What is he saying here? He's talking about, upon entering upon an unforeseen circumstance that prevented me from honoring our reservation, I followed standard procedure as advised by my credit card. Contacted the restaurant, which he did. They didn't resolve the issue. They made a claim. Then he contacted his credit card, got reversed, right? So he says, my role in this process ends upon the submission of the claim. The actions taken by the credit card company, including my disputes, are conducted under their discretion and authority, not mine. Like, it's not fraud. I know, Amy from the baking company, right? It's not fraud. Now, this is kind of funny. This is when he gets a little snippy again. Bless his little snarky self. Says, regarding our communication, it's regrettable that your tone and reactions have devolved into discussions and strange behaviors that veer away from professionalism. While I understand the importance of every dollar to a small business and insistence on painting this situation as a reflection of my respect for small businesses, is a narrative that overlooks not only basic human decency, but the facts of what happened. Moreover, the actions of blocking and then unblocking me on social media while continuing to publicly disparage my actions have only added to the discord. This approach prevents me from responding or defending myself. So what she's been doing, is she unblocks him to post, and then she blocks him so he can't really respond again. And then she unblocks him to post so he'll see her post. This is the game that she's been playing. And the rest of this is just more of his, bless him. He's a little verbose. So now this is still February 22nd. Now he writes, good God, woman, give it a rest and stop posting about me. And this is what she had posted. So she had reposted again one of his things where he says, my decision about the credit card. And she writes, so if you used your travel insurance for the restaurant policy, why did you dispute your credit card? So she's still on him about this fucking girl. If you can't afford to lose $250, then your restaurant can't survive. Can we just get that out in the open right away? $250 these days in a restaurant? That's like half a meal. The frig, man. If you can't afford to eat that, then you can't be in the restaurant business. Duh. February 22nd, he writes, and now threats. So, of course, we got to come to this. Our legal team has been contacted. Everybody has a legal team. We privately messaged you, and you chose to take this public. Wait, girl, what? The amount of slander that the business is receiving is absolutely horrific. You'll be hearing from our lawyers. I'm sorry that it's come to this. So now she's calling the lawyers on a customer who disputed a $250 cancellation charge and then mentioned it. Okay, that's where we're at now, right? And he writes, and more, but this now is deleted. This stuff's now deleted. So then she posts this. We kindly asked you to explain why you are disputing your credit card charge. He doesn't owe her that. He doesn't owe her that, right? Crickets. We're not mind readers. We asked to please communicate why you are disputing your credit card charges. We could care less about cancellations. Such is life. Attached is the email. We went you. I guess we sent you. Oh, so I guess it says that he canceled 3 hours before dinner, and he had agreed to on a fee if he canceled less than 48 hours. So I guess contractually she might have him, but I don't know if that's going to stand up in court. That's kind of ridiculous. Because it says you made a reservation, you agreed to our policy upon booking, which is 48 hours. You were shown our policy and your confirmation email, you canceled 3 hours before dinner. Then she continues, Dear Trevor, you are failing to tell everybody that you disputed your credit card. He never failed to tell anybody that. That was the whole point of his damn story. That's what he started with. You stupid, stupid woman. Which is extremely hurtful to small businesses. We emailed you asking for an explanation. You did not respond with any mention of an illness. He said it in his original story. He didn't owe that to you. Why does she think that he owes her this? And then she reposts again some of his tweets. This is where she thinks she had a big gotcha moment, because he tweeted, wild story incoming. Last month, we had to cancel our Boston trip after I was hospitalized. No, that's not the right one. After I was hospitalized. As a result, I had to use travel insurance to get my money back on our hotel, train, and restaurant reservations. Today I got this, and that's when he started telling the whole story. So now I guess she's saying, you never said to us that you were ill, and you're saying it now. So clearly you're lying about the illness, right? Now, what's funny is now there's another little TikTok here that I want to show. Another guy that was following the story. So let's watch this one. For the final kind of installment of the stupidity, because it's not done yet. Oh, we're not done yet. She's not finished yet, but we get her. We got a good moment coming up here, so it's definitely well worth it. So this guy, oddly, his entire TikTok consists of Trump stuff, except for these 2 videos. One where he goes into great detail explaining this story, and this one. And now this is called Plot Twist. So she she had tweeted to Trevor, "You were not hospitalized. Caught you. You missed your train and forgot to delete this tweet, buddy. January 6th reservation, January 6th missed Amtrak. You definitely shouldn't quit." So anyway, let's have a little listen to what this film. Oh, now I need my headphones. No music on this, just talking. So this guy's gonna catch you right up. Is this crazy or what? I love crazy restaurants. Restaurants are crazy places. I know, Vanessa, that's his private situation. She doesn't need to know why. He's disputing his credit card. She's got nothing to do with the credit card. Oh, Laser, thank you. All right, so here we go. Let's see what this guy's got to say. Oh, you're not. I'm watching this alone. That's fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Maybe I'll share the screen with you. Okay, so Jen Royale shared this. This is what we missed. Okay. You can't make that bigger, eh? That's as big as it gets. All right.
Missed his train to Boston, and that's why he couldn't make the reservation or his trip. So maybe, just maybe, he actually, no, she's still absolutely psychotic for even going to that distance. It's not that big of a deal. It's one freaking customer canceling on your restaurant.
Sound is low. Let's see what we can do. Hang on. Let me try a different share. Hang on. Un momento, por favor. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that in my ear. Bangity bang. Okay. Yeah, bubble? Should be better now. Let me know. I'm going to start. This is a mess, so let's just start this one right from the beginning. Let me know if the audio is better. Is the audio better? Oh, for Christ's sake. Lainey, I'm watching it again alone. I'm such a ding-dong today. You guys. Shh. Just be quiet for a second. Oh my God, what a ding-dong. Let me know now if the audio is better now that you can actually hear any of the audio.
Or go back to journalism, but I have to. Look at this. Jen Royale went deep. She found out that the customer missed his train to Boston, and that's why he couldn't make the reservation or his trip. So maybe
it's quieter? It's worse? How is that possible? That is wildly weird. I just turned this right up here. Let me see. It's pissing me off, you guys. Fine, I'll download it then. Damn it. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm stubborn. Yeah, you should be able to hear this. video file. Try this then.
My daughter, I would never go back to journalism, but I have to. Look at this. Jen Royale went deep.
Is that any better? Is that any better? Not great. Why is this? Why are we having audio problems today? This is not. I don't change anything. He's not that quiet. He sounds loud in my ear. All right, let's see. Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm watching it over here instead of over here. It's so strange because I can't really... There's nothing I can change here.
Journalism, but I have to. Look at this. Jen Royale went deep. She found out that the customer
The last time I'm playing it.
to Boston, and that's
Now there's
why
no
he couldn't
sound?
make the reservation or his trip. So maybe, just maybe, he... Actually, no, she's still absolutely psychotic for even going to that distance. It's not that big of a deal. It's one
I did,
freaking
Ella.
customer canceling on your restaurant. And by the way, our hero puts his pride aside and posts a personal picture of himself and his wounds here for the entire world to see. He was doxxed, he was shamed, he was belittled, and now he's here fighting for his name. And that's why I had to betray my daughter and get back to the journalism world. Good on you, Ghostface, stuck on the subway guy. Good on you.
Okay, dude, you're not a journalist. You're making a TikTok. Take a seat on the journalism. Isn't that amazing? I think that's where we're at now. I think that's where we're at. Let's see. As of Monday, but is that this Monday or last Monday? February 26th. What day was it? February 26th would have been Monday. So it's been 2 weeks. So as of 2 weeks ago, oh, here's an update on February 28th. Oh, it was listed as permanently closed for a while because it's getting hammered, right, on Yelp and everything. Now, apparently there was, like I said, Callum Markey did some really, a really good video about this. And he covered a lot of the, let's see if I can find the little chunk here. Callum covered a lot of the reviews that happened previous to this. So here's one of the previous reviews. Thank you to Callum Markey, where someone wrote, "I've never been so rudely treated. My son gave me an awesome present, a gift card for dinner for two at table. Got the email that said, bring this gift ID and your name. My wife and I enjoyed the dinner, but they refused to honor the gift card. Even after talking to the owner, they refused. The owner shrilly started calling me names on the phone. Terrible look. I'll never come here again and will never recommend this place to anyone. The owner thinks she's so above her customers. Good luck with that." And of course, this is the kind of owner that responds. You got to love those ones, right? She writes, this is the exact kind of arrogant response I would expect from, oh no, this is somebody else from this establishment. I don't understand. No, I'm not sorry for the confusion button attack. To clear things up, my son never received a gift card, just the email. Oh, so I guess there's a response in here that was deleted, I believe. You must have changed your policies from when you got the email, but why would you not even consider looking at the website for additional information if your IT infrastructure... Oh, so I guess she got mad at them because they didn't have a physical gift card. They only had an email that said they had a gift card. Yeah, this is a different customer. These are reviews from previous. Here's another one that says they made a reservation for their boyfriend's birthday. They didn't receive a confirmation or a reminder. They got charged $230 because they didn't show up. Like, what the hell, man? I've never worked in a restaurant that charged money for no-shows. Like, that's just part of the game, right? That's just part of what you put up with. So yeah, I think that's about where we're at with that. Disney charges $50. I know there's some places that charge. I know that happens. And I understand it. Becky Lucy, thank you for joining and on a Tik Tok Tuesday stream. We love that. Woo, 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 woo. I get it. It's hard to run a restaurant. Your profit margins are razor thin. And I would say that would be impactful if it's a bigger party. Like if you've set aside a table of 8 on a Friday night in prime time, and those people are no-shows, and you miss a whole seating with a tabletop with an 8 top, that's a lot of freaking money to your restaurant if it would have been booked. That I understand. Sort of. I still think that's part of the name of the game. You just eat that shit. You just got to eat that. That's part of working in a restaurant, part of running a restaurant. It happens. People don't show up. It's apparently fairly expensive to eat there. But dinner out is these days. I said a couple of years ago, I can imagine that we're going to go back to like the 1950s when people only would eat out for really special occasions. Like I think the days of going out to a restaurant every single night of the week has got to be too expensive for most of us. It's also kind of a weird place, this place called Table. It's all family style dining where you just sit at a great big tabletop with other people, right? So I don't understand why you have to pay a $250 cancellation fee. They're not holding a table for you. You're just sitting at a big tabletop of 8 or 10 people, and they just sit everybody at the same table. So I don't understand that. It's really nonsensical, this cancellation fee. This woman is out of control. But apparently she's a real egomaniac. I think she was on a cooking show, but she did something else totally not in the restaurant field before she did this. But she's got quite a reputation for being a bit of a what's the word? Sassy? Is she sassy? Is that the word we're looking for? I would like to also show you before we go, as you know, we keep it, short, tight Tuesdays. Someone said it's not quite hump day, it's the ramp up to hump day. And they said maybe it's slope day. And I thought maybe it's pump day. But I watched a little video today that was a YouTube short. I'm kind of getting into the YouTube shorts, and I showed it to some of my friends and they all laughed, but most of them have seen it already, but I hadn't seen it before. So I'm going to show it to you anyway, even though most of you might have seen it already, because it was new to me and it was so amusing and it was quite a twist. So, we like to finish off with a little twisty twist at the end of her, a little palate cleanser, so to speak. So I think this will be our palate cleanser. Sticker says, I'm so mad at YouTube and Discord. It's been like 3 days and it won't let me in. I guess I'm blacklisted. Well, Sticker, if you have Discord, DM either myself or one of the mods. I see you're green, so you're clearly a member. You should be able to get in. And there's no reason that we can't get you in. So just DM me or one of the mods. You might have to friend request me first or something, but I answer everybody pretty much. Not pretty much. I don't think there's anybody I haven't never responded to. Harley Dan is having stomach issues, so today has been Trump Day. Oh, not Dump Day? I'm a teenage boy. It's Dump Day. Because what I've been, mods, what I've been noticing, I think we talked about this too. If somebody's having a problem getting in and they're a member, if you can create an invitation link that has a one-time use and send it to them, that usually gets them in without any, that usually fix everything. So we will keep our eye on this story. I also wanted to let you know before we watch this little short, I did upload another video on TNA2 last night. Jungle Boy, or Nature Boy, who is a cult leader who I found intriguing, of course, because he set up camp firstly in Costa Rica, and after he got turfed from Costa Rica, he ended up in Hawaii. So he clearly is a cult leader who enjoys paradise. He was charged and 2 days ago was sentenced, found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. So I thought perfect timing. I included an update. Instead of just a re-upload, I actually did some work and put an update on the end of the video. So please go over and drop a view on TNA2 because we really want to get that monetized. When that's monetized, I'll do more stuff over there, you guys. I'm sorry. Yes, am I like that? Yeah, it's for money. I'll put more. I have scant, precious time, so what I have to spend it on stuff that makes money. I've disconnected and reconnected and it's not working. DM one of us. We'll send you a link sticker. There you go. Ella's got you. I also changed I updated the my PayPal donation link to properly reflect what we're looking for money for now, and that's for the kids, for the breakfast and the Amazon. I'll go into that more tomorrow on Hump Day, or Saturday. And I also have some good news about Joan. You know, not the best news yet, but better news. Because I'm exhausted, so that's good. And I told her we'd have dinner early, so let's watch this adorable little short, which you guys have probably seen, and I'm just late to the party, but I thought it was so cute and adorable. Good vibes goes a long way, staff. It works for me. Absolutely works for me. Nobody has to donate, ever. I've always been a broke person. I understand being a broke person. There's no shame in that. I guess there's no introduction to this. I'm just going to let this play. Maybe I'll take myself off so it'll go really big. Isn't that the best? I love it. Like even the tone. I know most of you seem to have seen that already. I saw it for the first time today and I just about fell on the ground because I didn't know it was coming. I thought, look at this evil prick just sitting there doing his tire. Like I was really invested in what a heartless bastard this was. It really got me good. It was really funny. Oh, good. Neon Starling's never seen it either. I was like really upset at the beginning of this. And I thought, look at the cocky bastard. The cops walk up and he's just laughing. It's good, right? I tell you, I'm starting to really like YouTube shorts. You know, I don't really go to TikTok. Surprisingly, I hate to say that on TikTok Tuesdays, but I'm not really on TikTok except to get Amber's stuff and but I do like the shorts. They're pretty funny. They're pretty funny, right? We got really long meows going on today. Why are they so long? What do you need? What do you want? He's trying to get in my shirt. Rio, there's nothing to get in there. No. Do you think he needs to have some treats before we go? Should we give him a little, a little Rio ASMR mukbang before we go? You want some treats, Bobo? Because it's the party mix. Come here, Riri. Bobo. Little Bo, come here. Let's put the mic up here for you. Come here with your face. Come here with your face. Rio. Here, I got to adjust the camera. Oh, it won't go down anymore. Hang on. Oh, hang on. This is a nightmare. There. Oh, I think he deserves some more, right? A few more? I think some more. Because I just got everything just all organized when the crunching started. Here. Little Rio mukbang. Oops. I know, no chews, just swallow. It's random. Some get chewed, some don't. And then there's, of course, the one left. Rio, one left. Good man. He's a good man. He's a good boy. Oh, now I got a little mess. This is all messed up now. Oh, that's too high. Now what a boom. There we go. And now I'll just rub cat dust in my hair. Jessica says much better than ASMR on her damn Amber and her nails. Oh, God, Amber and her nails. Do you think she's going to upload today, or are we just going to wait for Tuesday or for Wednesday for Fabulous Weigh-In Wednesday? It doesn't matter. We'll do a 1 year ago today if she doesn't upload. And we'll have fun because we don't need her to have fun. Mr. Warlight says, that's a neat cat. Hey, you're Neato Mosquito, mister. He's Neato Mosquito. He's pretty neat. You're very tidy. Do you mean neat like cool or neat like tidy? He's kind of both. Anyway, I'm kind of hungry. I did eat before the stream, but not quite enough. TikTok Tuesday is a new thing here, so we're going to keep it tight and short. We're going to get in and get out. We'll do most of our gossiping and chit-chatting on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And, of course, in the Discord. I don't know what we're doing tonight in the Discord. I'm feeling maybe Fantasy Island, but I'm not sure. As you know, Wednesdays we're doing mini-series, so we're doing that Natalia Grace We're going to finish that. I don't know if we're going to finish it tomorrow. But tomorrow's Natalia Grace. Friday night we do classic movie night, and Sundays we do musicals, and then we're going to start working on some trivia as well. I'd like to thank you all for joining me and the very handsome and neat Rio. Right? You go have a great night. I'll do my best if you do too, and go out there, just be kind until I see you tomorrow on the live stream for Hump Day, Javi. Be kind. Hasta luego. Say bye. Say bye.